Okay, so all right, so I want to just show us something. When you are entering a trade, you decide what you want immediately. My trade was on profit. Now, I don't like the way this guy is not filling this gap early. Now, I don't like it. I want that drop. Yeah, how many of us have seen this place? Look at it. I'm coming. See where I want it to come down to. 1944. Perhaps maybe just kiss down to 1943 thereabout. I will be comfortable. But this one is doing, it's not good. Okay. For gold. Yeah, it's even refusing. That's my own. So the market now is that yeah, you know, this is gold. It's not the mate of anybody, right? So, but what I'm showing us now is that if you have closed the trade that time because you already set, you know, I told you people I said take profit, right. All of them will have cleared off, right? And you are done. You close for the day. You check other trade if there's any good opening, fine. If there's no any good opening, sometimes you can open 2 trade or 4, and 2 will close well. The other one will still be dangling. Like we have that was the, I think who said that AUD NZD was pumping, was when an answer said, okay, it's a good entry, and we have to enter. But you see, oh, this guy, I don't like this thing. He has returned. I'm now profit again. I don't like what this guy is doing. But that flash no reach.
No reach.
No reach.
Check again now. The spike of the one at the spike of the last
no reach.
No reach. Put a line there where the spike dropped.
See.
Yes.
Yeah. Reach.
That is reach now. Unless
like this gap.
If you want for us to expect the body.
I want the body. I want the wick to hit
at that point.
44. Yes.
But forget the you remember the wick up there. You touch the wick.
Yeah, although yeah, that's the thing.
It doesn't go you anything up. You feel that
huh? You know why I'm saying that? I want to collect and add to ride it back up.
Okay, at that point.
At that fill up down. But whichever way, so no problem, guys. So now just to tell you that you don't trade with emotion, okay?
Yes.
Now, because if you look at it, I was on 12%, $12 profit that time. Oh, you will have closed it and all of that. I didn't close it, so I just left it. Now it came down, I was on, imagine when we opened, it was $4 negative. It went to $8 negative. That's good. Got the newspaper USD. And so, but sometimes some of those new, it will affect. That's why when you enter trade early enough, is always good. It only affected the movement, and then see now it's dancing up, and now it's back to at least maybe not do big profit, but not negative. Are we together? So that's when you are doing trade, you have decided what you wanted, and then whatever market shaking, then some market will be moving up and down. So let's look at them. Which one do we say? When I was talking, didn't say I don't even need to wait. Let me enter that one. That is Euro. That is EUG, ba? Which one? Okay, we long. We long, right? We long for EUG. We long, and some people trade has closed already. It's like some of you trade has not closed. You didn't take profit. Okay. That Friday, what happened? You close your own by yourself.
Which trade is that?
EUG.
That Euro. Yes. Okay.
So waiting Friday can't do. Is this cap? It's like Friday is capping. Ah, where market never even reach where, never even go any. Now where the confirm movement say now I'm going up because I've dealt with one obstacle. I will deal with the next one and all of that. Okay.
So the news was actually 130.
It was 115.
150, not even 130.
Yeah, no, I was just telling you that. Sure, you know the 115. Okay, the guy is negative again. Okay. I said this thing go feel. Mr. Chris, look at it.
Okay.
If you know fee, I won't be comfortable without my position.
Because of this problem, I'm trying to.
You need to feel that
That
gap.
gap, yes. And with the news, it will feel it.
Yes,
With the news, it will feel it.
you need to feel that gap.
Okay, so I have pending order on 1930 and 1937.
37. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So you need to feel that gap. Yeah. Okay. So check all our trades. How many are now running positive?
GBP,
Yeah. GDPY should be positive.
Euro GBP.
Yeah, should be positive.
Okay, I'm on AUD, that one I took to the price anyway. Euro JPY.
Euro JPY. No,
It's
do we-
negative.
it's negative.
Yeah.
Oh, so it has a pullback.
They're negative.
AUD card will be negative because it was dancing down again, another leg.
So
AUD card, okay. Okay, now depend on where you enter. We enter this here, but
let me go check now. We enter at 8,767.
you know, I was saying this Euro USD that is a very, it was not a clear activities. But after now, we may have a better entry.
From bottom.
Yes.
And the news is telling me.
Yeah.
The news is telling on it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good is getting filled up gradually.
Because that's the open leg is more holding for that.
For card, step one leg down.
Let me see, card.
Yes.
What? Okay, so our GBP, JPY, I think the movement is clear now. Downward, right?
Was it?
GBP, JPY, we took GBP, JPY.
For short.
Yes. The movement is clear now. Downward. You know, we did plenty pullback around here. The movement is clear now. So it will dance to where we put our take profit. The AUD card is what we need to look at again.
Where is AUD card?
Okay, Euro JPY. Let me see. It's on negative, but it
Okay.
still have not, it's not, I don't see any problem. It's still on negative, but
For AUD.
we still need to.
I just leave it. AUD.
Like you're going to override. It will override.
Okay, so overriding it. Let me check.
AUD card.
Yeah.
We went short, right?
Yes.
No.
We were buying.
We're buying.
We were buying.
Okay.
Okay, now it has come back to that
Base.
base
Yes.
again. So let's see the struggle, what to do on that base. All right, because if you look at boss, that your oscillator.
Let me go
look
back.
at it. I
Yeah,
think it gave us two bottom
yeah,
already.
Yeah.
All of these things are just against the opportunity from the market.
yes, no.
Because our,
That's why proper risk management is key. You know, as long as you did not over leverage the account, right?
You will be able to survive. Yes, now.
yes, I agree.
As long as you are sure.
I'm coming.
See that double bottom of 4 hours now.
Just 4 hours. So
Just for it to print and come out of the.
yes.
Of the ticket. Let it
So
give
even
us-
if you shoot, so even if you shoot down
Nah,
with it in a week, it will rebound back.
We'll bounce
Look
back.
at this. You have to respect this
yeah,
region.
yeah.
Then look at it.
Structure having a-
Yes, you should have that. You understand? And which even painted very good buy more than ever before.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
When last do we have such good buy? Look at it. It was long time here.
Okay.
Yeah. That was since June. Yeah. That was when we have that. So don't bother. You can print and print and print.
Don't close your trade.
Just leave it. You can print and print and print then. So when finally we are up, you can write it up and all of that.
For you who have not entered, you're not entered. I would say you wait for confirmation, but you will not be there when the confirmation will come.
Hmm?
So you can-
Which one? It over the 220. So. Okay, so yeah, okay, we're saying this guy AUDNZD, that as long as it's on top of this later, this is RSI. Now it's still okay, whatever he's doing now, but he continues to struggle, however, but you just still have it here. It is when this breakdown here and retest unable to make it, and then it's going to create another, which here will still be respected. Just take note. This is 1, 2, 3. So even if you hit down here again, then you are still in charge. Okay, you are still in charge, and then we can find our way. It just what it does sometimes is to contrast or expand. That's creating an extension for your time, and that's one of the issues why people sometimes they will say, because they see a very big candle that or the negative, the red is plenty. They are saying, oh my God, what have I done to myself?
And that's the one that usually keeps them close,
Exactly.
lopsided.
Exactly. So if you look at gold too, so gold, you can literally say gold, if gold lost this place, see where gold is coming to, 1931. Yeah, which ordinarily the bear has power over the bull now. Look at it, 50 moving average of the oscillator. He hit there and he couldn't go up again, right? It broke down, right? So that means even if you jump up now, that's why I told us that gap must be filled. That gap must be filled. So it's like he literally have gone back to that our entry positions. Yeah, it has gone back to that our entry position. So anyone who was in gold this morning, like that of my take profits price will have been out and make, and then maybe preparing to, okay, if we give a good grant now, they may decide to now enter back, right? Yes. And so now, so that's a lesson when you are learning, you are getting more knowledge. Okay, now it's now 44 of our major entry. Mr. Chris, I was telling you that gap must be filled.
I'm seeing the pressure now.
Yes.
And obviously we are confirming with the news.
Pardon?
We are confirming with the news now.
Yes.
Some snacks for you and I think I'm talking to
It's all right. Okay, so let me just open up. Pardon? So you can see what news normally does now, right?
Yeah.
It has truncated this thing, and then see the gap is getting filled. It's coming up. If that gap is not filled, I'm not comfortable. Now it's filled, so it cannot decide what to do. That to destroy the whole thing, or now return. Are we together now? Now, when a gap is supposed to be filled and it's not filled, it's a danger, it's hanging. When you don't imagine is when it now get filled, and then you may be in trade that is against it. Now, this is body to body. So I expect maybe a little leg down. Let me just go here. So now this is the only challenge that will now come now. Look at the challenge that can come now. Where it is now. If it go below, which is very heavy. So 1942, so we go to 1949, 1939, and then, unable to make it above that 1939 eventually. So can you see now? It has hit the gap and it's like it's respecting that region. This is 4 hours, which is cool, right? So it's respecting that. So you can be comfortable that that gap is filled, even when you are not, because it's Kappa now that may be collecting all of those ones. They are scalping and taking some profit. So even if, look at it now, even if at the end of the day, you didn't buy from bottom because it's gold, and you have to be wary of this thing. Let me show you something. You have to be wary of this place. Where are you? You have to be wary of this. 1929, 1931. All right. Whose code is this?
No, that power is the power. Yes, the up one. Yes, that one.
Carry that cord away from there.
One. There.
That, yes.
Yes, that one. Put it by the side. Put it by the side.
But guys, can you see something? Now having
Remove this one. Remove that one too.
okay. So guys, can you see something? Have you seen the journey, the way it's journeying back, right? Now you are comfortable that, okay, guy, you have filled the gap. Okay, what next? He may fill the gap and now say, bros, if the way they do me so, now rest, I won't go rest for Riverside though. Then he will just finish with very heavy truck. He will load it down. He may stop over, but so the target will now be to go and settle down at 1929. And now over time, it will now be carried that up where that gap was filled as now the new resistance, and now be struggling there. Just like the new resistance said, gold will not continue to go up if it did not cross 1962. So you can even say gold as it were, the bear has it, right? And then what it's just doing, I just like to give you some small profit, stuff like that. For scalper, those who have loads of money, $1, so from 1944 to 1946 is a big money for them. They have collected it big, because if I go by lower time frame now, sorry, I'm not a 15-minute trader. So you can see the movement. The person have collected at 1930, 1940. Sorry. 1943 or 1944, right? Back to 1946, up to even 1947, right? Yeah, he's going to write it, but he may even be using 1944, 1945 to 1948 of my own entry. That's where he will continue to take money as much as possible. Okay? So now what will happen to me? The question you asked, that what happened to you, Felix? Now that it has happened like this, I will need to see what strength is gold returning back with. Yeah? Having closed this gap. At the close of this candle will determine either I will exit the market with any little profit that will be there, or I will add new positions and write back, maybe not to 1959, but at least again 1957, somewhere here. Or 1956 rather. 19, can see that those are our early take profit of 1954 was the most sure point. Yeah, so let's see, just 1954, 1955. What is this guy? 1955, 56, 57, and then that's all. So you can see now my negative was about how many dollars that time?
Three.
No, it went be more than three now. $8 minus $8 and all of that. So let's go back and see minus what are we having now. So that you don't entertain unnecessary fear when you are in the market. Yeah. So how many now? Are you have seen somebody where he saw that minus that? He say, hey, I bet, let me close you to that means you are a gambler. You are not really trading. What you are doing is pure gambling. Don't gamble the market. If you are going to lose, lose. But understand what you have done, even when you lost that money.
You learn.
You learn. Can we see now? It's like overriding that negative now, right? So if you go back there, can you see? Okay, so now let's do something else. It was crypto that we're supposed to be doing. Okay, so we have checked our market. Some are negative, some are positive. Okay. And that's the.
We didn't take any USD because I took that trade before I got here from home.
Okay.
And it's doing excellently well. Excellently well.
It's an excellent man.
Yeah.
Let me see. AUD.
USD.
AUD USD.
That broken that the strongholds that was supposed to be good. We broke it, did a retest.
AUD USD. You bought or sold?
I sold.
Oh, no wonder. No, the news give you the news just give you catapult. Brr. Like what other thing? What market did us that something? It destroyed the likes bottom. Okay. Wow. It even make it go beyond the bump. My God.
And the net bottom is far.
Hey, far.
From what I have,
hey, far.
64966.
Yes, first.
What I have, 64966.
And there's a temporary 65041. Then before that, 64. Okay. In fact, so when you write this market now, we are now looking, that means let's take note. If it didn't work out this week for us, for that, what was it? AUD USD. Yeah. So that means we are going to take a reversal on it next week. Yes, so we have to take notes. Please, can you write it down? Next week.
Secretary, please. There's no way it will not bounce.
AUD USD for next week reversal. That is buying for next week because it will certainly go down. Okay, I just want to check. So you can see that all the profit that was very green yesterday, Bitcoin that was Olan is green, he's green. All of them, Olan is red, oh red, right, oh red. Yeah. So
the news is a strong one, non-farm payroll.
Yes, so it's a strong news. So now, yeah, for this guy, is now resting. So for me, I want to have good confirmation for this guy, but it has a bottleneck that is not going to give a good ride, as it were. But if you look at the oscillator, it may do something very good.
Okay, based on the double.
Yeah, based on double, but
And on 4 hours.
and on 4 hours. Thank you very much.
Okay, if you
right.
look at the double top previously,
Yeah,
you can see what it has done.
yeah, see the
This
magic.
one and this one.
Yeah,
Then even for bottom, sir. Okay, although the other one.
was yes,
At least.
yes,
you know.
but it was
Mhm.
yeah. The guy have some magical move. Yeah, I always like things like this or things like this. So as it were, because you know it has really done a lot of journey up, down, up, down. The only challenge is that it will have a stoppage here and now struggle, perhaps. So this guy crazy. Okay. Okay, we have checked this guy.
Of course, I'm happy for what the crypto market is doing.
Yes,
All of them should go and rest at the bottom.
at the bottom. Yeah.
They should go and rest at the bottom.
Yeah.
To pick them from the bottom.
Exactly. That's the advantage when you know what you are doing in this market. Just work out your modality and then you are fine. Where is this guy? Sorry.
Frankly, if I got this orientation when I started my journey in Forex, first, I want to be here today.
Yes.
On a serious note,
Yes.
because you might be thinking what we are doing here is just child's play. You see all of this technical analysis and everything boss is putting together, telling us what you are supposed to do. You know, you don't need to freak out when you see this and all of that. I never thought of that. It was Chairman 10, Chairman 15.
All those network marketers.
Invite people that I was hearing, you know, until after I have donated what is called real donation into the market. I woke up and I started that journey on my own. I decided to say, let me learn. You know, so, you know, one good thing about having a mentor and leveraging on them is the mistake they made, a good mentor, not a mentor now. The mistake he or she made, he will make sure that you do not make that mistake. Please make sure that you do not make that mistake. You know. The another thing I want to encourage us. Where's smart? Smart is not here. Now, it appears it's only smart that is actually watching those videos and coming to give me every day night in fact coming to give me feedback on what he has learned in the say every day he watches those videos. We're talking about the I gave us a link to join the Telegram channel. You know, so no, I'm talking about there's
the FS.
I gave them flash. I'm talking about foreign things. You need those things. You need the foundation. Now, what we are doing presently is that we have jumped you as in it's a jump.
Yeah, you are having upper hand.
Upper hand. So if you now go back to the foundation and begin to, there are some things you begin to see, you even get a better understanding. So, this thing he was saying, man, look at it, it's clearer here now. The journey of this place, you can't get it one day. It's not a 1 year, not a 2 years, not even a 3 years thing. Then you only get better as long as you are consistent. As long as you are consistent, you get better. So I want to encourage you, download those videos and watch them. The beautiful thing is that they are in order. Day 1, day 2, day 3. So you need to finish day 1 before you go to day 2. Well.
Okay, so I'm sure, let me just, okay, yeah, this is this. No, it's you, Alex. It's you.
Okay.
This,
It's just there. Let's go. I need to put more on Martin.
Okay, I'm trying to just pick up something. Okay, you guys online, I'm sorry. Let me share the screen again. No, it's ó máa tún padà sókè. Oh, come on. I'm gonna just show us something. If you refuse to come up, that will be tomorrow. What? What's my wallet again? So the GP is just waiting to cross this. After this candle, okay, a new candle is about to be created or so. What's the timing? Oh, okay, this is a new candle. A new candle is supposed to be out
The new candle just started
now. So once that's closed, you're able to see more journey down from here to tell you that there are still more selling pressure. The fund that just finished now is a selling pressure, right? We have a long week, right? And then, so at the end of the day, so this next one, once we close this below 181.676, then it's because here was choky. That's why it's finding some kind of resting place and support. And you see that the moment it go below this 50 MA, then we can journey down. I would love to have something like this again. Okay. Oh, so gold lost it. Good lost it. You feel it, return back there, and it's pushing heavily. So it may eventually lose it. But as it is now, if it bounce back, then we can talk about going back to 1954 again.
Well, right? It's like if you bounce back of that result,
yeah, it will be
1929 the most valuable.
No, I mean if it bounce up, if it bounce up from this,
Okay.
if it bounce up from here, then if it does, if it's not, look at my line, 1929, 1930, 1929, 1930, 31.
Let me take out my 1931.
No, take it off,
I'm taking it
because it won't waste time to clear it.
I'm leaving only the 1910.
And
the 1929. First one.
So just
Okay, it's not like that. Okay, we already entered. It's already good. Okay, first.
okay. So the market, the guy lost it there because he actually painted a new candle, and the candle is selling. He filled, closed, and painted a new candle, and a very heavy candle indeed. So the next line of action you are calling for is first going to pause. It's going to pause at 1937 and bounce up again back to 1942, 1941, thereabouts, and then continue the journey. So, but the optimum level you are looking at for gold is 1929, 1930. So I'm sure those of you online, of course, your trade ought to have closed. I'm the only one that's still on trade, and I have a choice of either to exit, right, or to remain, and I ride it back or add more positions. So, but for those of you who have entered, that you're already on profit, all the three take profit was, I was the one that moved the other one up.
Yeah.
So there's no need that you are in good now for buying. There's no need.
Yeah.
So you already gotten what you're looking for, so you should be out of the market. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let me look at Mr. B.
Oh,
Sir.
let me come in and
Oh yeah, come in.
let me share some. These guys, they have their ability. This USD strength is strong.
It's strong now. Hmm?
We checked it because we are afraid. What we do the correct no size.
Are you sure?
Guys are afraid.
Okay, so you want to do something, so come in.
Yeah, let me. No, it's the same thing. I just want to show how obvious it is. But maybe on GDP. Oh, well, I'm trying to look at the things we pick from bottom next week. So. Secretary. Yes. So you'll be taking note of what we do.
So share your screen.
Yes. Yeah. You can also add to. Okay, so boss, this is what I'm now this GDP USD.
Yeah,
Okay, so it is coming back to this region now.
yeah,
And from what you can see on the oscillator, it's clear
it's clear.
that it's coming down to this point.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still looking at what we'll be looking at for next week. I think there will be a bounce here, even if you want to continue downward. So I just wanted to, I want us to look at it so that we can pencil it down as what we'll be looking at next week, because that region is solid. It's solid. Region is solid. May even break down and produce a week back up. So Secretary, GDP USD, gold, we already have seen gold. Then the first one, AUD USD. And if you look at it critically, you see that all of them are paired with USD. Because for now, all this energy that USD is pulling,
It will be exhausted.
it will be exhausted. So by the time we go into the new week, we begin to see them fading after the other. So the first one that gives us entry, we'll run with that one, you know, and all of that. GDP-NZ. Okay, so GDP-NZ is kind of okay, but look at this on the screen, sir.
Okay, GDP-NZ.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I've actually been looking at this this wall for a very long time. I've been looking at this wall now. You can see how many bounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it tends to break up, but it could not.
And a return back.
And a return. And this return
It's heavy.
is heavy. So it may come back to touch this guy as the fourth time. You can see 1, 2, 3. Okay. So and here it did not come to the bottom, it didn't come to the bottom before it went back up. But now with the momentum it took up, and breaking out of it again, I think this would be the last bus stop. Now let's go to a lower time frame to confirm entry. Now, on a 1 hour now, it's coming up. On a 1 hour now, can you see the nice curve on the oscillator? Can you see the nice curve on the oscillator pointing down? And it has actually left the region. It has left the region where is the barrier. So if you want to, I'm not scalping this thing, I want to enter long term. Now, if you want to take it from here, you can actually first of all get 50 pips. 50, that's 50 pips. That's the first long head if you try to want to have and may do some consolidation, then we run into the weekend if at all. But don't be surprised, it may come down to this level between now and tomorrow, which is 157. So I just want us to look at it. Let's have a confirmation, because for me, I have confirmed my own now. I'm going to enter, but I want us to confirm for the general house. Let's see what we do on that. Then after that, we may still go to the our real-time indicator and see what is giving us.
Okay, let me just
This is GBP and so. Can I stop share?
yeah, stop share.
Friday is always online. The serious one.
No, that guy, don't be clear.
It's not joking.
No. Very committed. Okay, GDP. Oh. Well, that resistance was, no, it's a confirmed down.
So, and thus me, I don't want day in a hurry to come out of this trade. I'm using a very small lot size to go with it down. To go with it down. That region is, and thus, can you see
If
that
it
that
break-
line now
Yeah,
is corresponding with my own,
yes,
you understand?
yes.
So,
All those your trend, it
Yeah.
was aligned.
of course,
So if just like as you are not in a haste, if you break,
it comes
then
down
you
to
are
the
coming to 2.055. 2.055.
That, let's see how many pips it goes.
Let's see, you went, yeah. First of all,
Reference junction is 145.
145. Optimum point is 262.
That's pretty strong.
No, this is true.
Oh,
Okay,
wow, our paper, next paper, I mean, GDP, how many parts are there?
Euro GDP.
Yeah.
It was a very good trade. It was about 3 days. I've been looking at that guy. And then today in the morning, I saw the wicked thing they were doing. I say, this guy, you are very wicked. Funny enough, I don't know why gold is so stubborn. I don't know why gold just decided to be so stubborn. Do you understand? He just decided to be so stubborn that and you can be you will not be surprised now as it is. You know, he refused by all means not to, as in refuse. Of course, if you look at it, it's a downtrend. But how can somebody be downtrend and still be struggling with the bull? Still do massive move and all of that. Yeah, but if you see, these are more confirmation. See the bear, right? And then coming here. But look at the wicked thing is now doing. This is 4 hours time frame. He's still bringing out shooting star. Do you understand? To deceive person. So bringing out the shooting star up to the, if he come out, Now that's just like what Dean was telling us the other time. That something bring out shooting star, number one. Shooting star can be used for either a reversal, backward or upward. That's one. Number two, at what point that thing come out? Is there an area of interest? If you look at this now, it's an area of interest. Fine. Now, after that, what type of candle is printed after the completion of that shooting star? Bearish, bullish, you have to understand it. This is a reversal candle. That is not a bullish or bearish candle. You know, people use reversal candle to justify bullish or bearish. This is gravestone. The market has ended, it's coming down. It's gravestone, yes. At what structure? And what come out after that is what you now stand on. Do you understand? So now this guy is creating, this is shooting, right? This is a shooting star, right? So, but you want to wait, right? You want to wait. Let's see, similar thing here. Can you see that similar thing here? Yeah. This guy can be very wicked. Okay, look at gravestone for instance here. Gold still twatted it and returned up. So the candle that come out thereafter, you have to understand it. Let's do. But this time around, gold has to lose it. Abba. He has to lose it. Gold has to lose it.
Anyway, gold is still having.
Yeah, that's why interests are always much.
Yes.
You just see some group of institutions that will just come buy up, and so that's the issue. So okay,
Gold is still down. Gold is still down.
it's few. Okay, so let me deception. Good. It's a bad boy. It's a bad boy.
Still fully still.
No. Out there. Let me say, if they trade with me inside, your heart go cut. That is you go to fear. You go to fear.
Yes, I remember saying your parts. But I always
You go to fear.
things that you be amiable by something.
It's 4 hours.
Huh?
This 4 hours.
If it's no, it's not so bad. But it's like say you are not yet. It's always on Zoom. It's not the only capital. There is no. You know the name of it. And it's always so.
I expect to die.
What time is it? 4 hours?
4 hours.
Not yet. Not yet.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised to see the guy go to 150. 150. Yeah. Okay, so one last thing I wanted to do. Hey, let me look at that side again, maybe. They pay me I don't send one. Quite no say those are currencies.
The truth is that out of the exotic pairs, the USDs are not traded.
Okay.
Yes, the most traded of exotic pairs.
Yes.
Globally.
Yes.
Really? You follow all those big figures Most of them trade goods.
Yeah, they target it.
And the movement, once you get it, you get it.
Ah,
Now,
so,
because the spread is usually big, so you don't want to enter and exit anyhow.
you don't exit
You
anyhow.
don't exit anyhow. So when you enter, you know you are in. You know.
777 something. I have a guy who was in since the bottom.
And it has printed upward now.
Yes,
So it will come down again,
yeah,
go up.
we test
and
here.
Print the second one.
Yes.
Before it will come down.
Mhm.
Bros, if
Yeah.
you study this thing.
11.
they see-
Oh my God. Yeah, 18.
We are going from 10 to 1,000.
It's like trade.
Top to bottom.
No, no, it's 7.
Mm.
I see the value.
Yeah, by the time I get there, it came
Whether
down.
it's
Mm. Yes.
Using all those areas, 7 points.
Yes,
Because you can't
we get ahead now.
exactly.
Yes. Yes,
I know that it was never.
yeah, the share, plenty share.
Yesterday.
Apart from they are also in confessional areas.
Everyone-
And doing some of the things
When
that
I was 3
uh,
I used to,
USC
I write